In the glitzy hills of Beverly Hills, where wealth and power shined like diamonds under the California sun, one man lived a life that seemed untouchable. Tom Girardi, the legendary lawyer who once inspired Hollywood movies. The man who fought for justice against billion-dollar corporations. The man who stood beside Aaron Brockovich in one of America's biggest lawsuits. He was rich, respected, and connected to the highest circles of politics and celebrity. And by his side, Erika Jayne, the glamorous singer, 30 years younger, who flaunted their wealth on national television, calling herself the XXP-EN housewife. Together, they looked unstoppable, but behind the glittering facade was one of the darkest scandals in American legal history. A web of fraud, betrayal, and stolen lives. This is not just a story about a powerful lawyer and his reality TV wife. This is the story of how Tom Girardi built an empire on lies, stealing from the very victims he promised to protect. Plane crash survivors, burn victims, widows, and orphans. To understand how it all began, we go back to the late 1990s. Tom was already a courtroom star. He had money, influence, and fame. When he met Erika, a cocktail waitress with big dreams of stardom, he was captivated. Soon after their wedding, Erika Jayne became more than just a housewife. She became a brand. Her music videos dripped with wealth, luxury cars, private jets, and diamonds, all funded by Tom's endless stream of cash. But what no one knew at the time was that this lifestyle wasn't built only on Tom's legal victories. It was being secretly funded by the money of his clients. Court records later revealed that Tom ran his law firm like a Ponzi scheme. He took settlement money owed to grieving families and used it to fund Erika's music career, his Beverly Hills mansion, and even political donations that kept him protected. Clients who won millions in lawsuits waited months, even years, for their payouts, while Tom continued to live like royalty. Behind the glamour, there were whispers. Attorneys complained. Clients begged for their money. But Tom's influence was so strong that complaints vanished into silence. That silence finally broke after tragedy struck in 2018. Lion Air Flight 610 crashed into the sea, killing 189 people. Families of the victims turned to Tom Girardi for justice, and he promised them compensation. But instead of delivering, Tom siphoned off their settlement money for himself. The truth came out. Tom Girardi wasn't the hero. He was the thief. In 2020, the walls closed in. Lawsuits piled up. Investigations exposed years of fraud. His once respected law firm collapsed overnight. Erika filed for divorce, claiming she had no idea about Tom's crimes. But viewers of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills weren't so sure. On camera, Erika cried about her ruined life. But off camera, investigators accused her of enjoying millions of dollars that rightfully belonged to Tom's victims. By 2021, Tom Girardi was disbarred. His mansion was sold. His reputation destroyed. He now faces multiple federal fraud charges, accused of stealing more than $15 million from vulnerable clients. He claims he suffers from Alzheimer's, but victims say his memory loss is nothing more than an excuse. In the end, Tom Girardi, once the champion of justice, became a symbol of greed. And Erika Jayne, the glamorous housewife who built her fame on his fortune, became a controversial figure in one of the biggest legal scandals in U.S. history. From Hollywood lights to courtroom shadows, this is the story of how power, fame, and unchecked greed destroyed not just one man, but shattered the lives of those who trusted him most.